Welcome from Munich. We are here with a brand new Android TV. Android TV, you haven't seen those around much, except for if you bought a Chromecast. Now we have here a Sony Android TV 65-inch 4K TV, UHD, and also Philips and Sharp are making Android TV soon, but Sony will be the first to market actually, and we were trying it out. Now it is actually one of the first versions of Google TV. They are still developing it. In 1 or 2 months it will come out, and of course when you will buy it, the Sony TV, it will get maybe a few updates. Like for example, here you can see that the menu is not customizable yet in terms of what you can see in the order. But let's start here at the top. You can see on the left top you can of course search via microphone. I have your little handy little remote in my hand. This is the small remote. There's also a big remote. This is connected via Bluetooth, where you will see that you have here your home button and your back button and the discover button. More about the discover button in a second. First you have here on the top your microphone button, also and the on and off switch, and then the standard volume rocker and program switch and an NFC. Place NFC for of course a smartphone or tablet. You can just hold it right here and then send the content that you're looking at right now at your smartphone. If it's a website or a video or a picture, you can just hold it here and then it sends it right away to your TV. So it's a little bit like Chromecast, just easier. So this is the small remote, and let me show you guys the big remote, which we will not use right now, but this will be also in the box if you like the old school remotes. This is the one that you will use with the Netflix button and also everything else that you need. I know the camera is not focusing right now, but I guess you can imagine that there are just the standard buttons here that you might use in your everyday TV sessions. So let's use this one and just swipe around. You can see it works quite easily. You just move your finger here left, right, up and down, and it's quite quick. So on the top row you will see the last apps or last things that you have used here and that you can maybe also remove. If you don't want them right now, that's also not possible. The next row will be just the featured apps, so some apps that Sony suggests that you should maybe use or download. The next will be the input, so you can select your PlayStation, your Sonos or whatever you have connected to your TV. The next row you have your apps, which you downloaded already and of course you might use every day. Of course here again you can set the favorites to see probably on the first row. Then games, we'll try out Asphalt 8 at the end, and let's first go into the settings, where I can just show you a little bit more around the Android TV settings that you can set up. So you can see here that we have the first row with just the standard things that you might want to see, like for example that we have the name of the TV, which is a Bravia 4K, and the Android version is 5.0.2. The storage is internally right now at 8 gigs that are probably free, I guess. Unfortunately settings has stopped. That's very handy. Awesome. What now? Let me just turn off the TV. I want to show you anyway. So the TV is completely off, so to turn back on the TV it takes really just a few seconds. You press the button and now, and you can see it takes about 2 seconds till it's back on, but I guess it's not completely shut down. That's why it's so quick. It just shuts off the display, and I don't know why the settings has stopped, but I just have to hit the OK button and then I can go back here and restart the settings. There we go. So the next row will be network, of course your Wi-Fi, Bluetooth and everything, because you can connect of course more than just these two remotes. I will show you in a second what. Then we have here a few other things like the standard Android things for search, speech, and the retail mode for the stores. For some reason we have location, parental lock, quite important for Netflix and other things. And you can add also different users, which is also quite good for your Google Play account. That can be handy if you have different people downloading different things with their own credit card. And also if you downloaded one app with your smartphone already, that's also available for the TV, then you can use it here of course also. So let me just hit the home button here to go back, and for example maybe just start up here the Google Play Store, where we can just check out the content already available here for our TV. So I had just opened before Crossy Road, but what I actually want to show you is here the whole list of apps. You can see here we have entertainment, news, casual games for gamepads, standard apps and also standard games. If I go to the right you can see arcade, action and everything else. Quite easy to select. You can also just stay here and go here up and up and up, and you can see also here the different places where we could for example go to tape TV, which is actually not what I wanted. I want to go to BuzzFeed video, and then in the full description you can see the same description that you would see in your standard Android TV or Android Google Play menu. Let me go back, and again back, and then of course this is now dedicated to Germany, the content here, but in the US or in the UK there would be probably other apps that are interesting for you. I will not download anything right now. Let me go just home and then go, for example, here somewhere that I want to maybe just play, or if you don't want to play, you just want to search for something that you heard is awesome on YouTube, you can just play the microphone or hit the microphone button anywhere. Doesn't matter if you're an app, if you are in a game, if you are just watching TV, so just hit the button. Come on. Taylor Swift. Here you go. So of course then you will get all your Google YouTube results. There's maybe an app also that's interesting for you, and maybe she played also in a few movies, maybe just the music, maybe as an actor, or you can of course search for different things like also just YouTube stuff. Cute kittens. Here you go. Let's play one. Maybe that one. That doesn't have so many clicks. Maybe it deserves more. Here you go. Oh, look at her. Or him, depending. It. Yeah, it's a cat. Whatever, of course there's also 4K YouTube content available, so that's quite nice. But let's just go hit the home button again, then we are back home. And actually what I didn't show you, if you are anywhere in any app again, so let me just open up something like the album. If you hit the discover button here on the bottom, you can at any time go back to your favorite apps. Here we go, so the top picks you can choose between your favorite channels here on the bottom. I don't have a TV connection right now, which is a little bit sad, but what you can also do is go a little bit further down, and then you will have your... Come on. It doesn't want to work again. So let me hit again the discover button. Sorry for the bit lagginess. Here you go. So on the bottom you will see that you have... Come on. And the camera doesn't want to focus either. Here we go. So you have YouTube right now. You can see that's the first one coming up here on the right. Then I can just go down further for other apps that you can set up that should be down there, like TV, Sony Android TV, highlights, and so on and so on. So there's a whole list of apps that you can have on the bottom here that are always reachable and nice. So that's again a trailer running in the background. That's why it's a little bit slow right now. I guess it's a 4K trailer, and you can also go to your settings, my apps, anything else that you want to do right now. Seems a bit slow right now, but only because, of course, the video was playing in the background, and this is still not the final version, as I said. So if I would hit the discover button right here, it's not available because we're in the home menu, but I can go into any app, like for example Netflix, and even there I can hit the discover button. Now with the Google search function, actually what's interesting is that it also searches through apps, so I could maybe also search for Daredevil. I will do that in a second. First let me just hit here, for example, the discover button, and then show you that it's actually smoother than you have seen before. Here to go through all the apps, it's a little bit faster. A little bit, not much. So let me hit the button again. Better Call Saul. Yeah, maybe I don't have the best English accent. Breaking Bad. So what you will see is that, of course, Google Play Movies doesn't have that series. Apps maybe, on YouTube also. But where are the local contents? There's no local content, so again, yeah, still not perfect. There still needs to be work done on the API. So last thing, of course, gaming. Let me go all the way down to Asphalt 8, and then I can put this controller down and take for example here the gamepad. We are still in the game, as you can see, we didn't even have to load it up. One more thing I want to show you guys is that it also works with Android tablets or smartphones here with the Sony app that's for free, and there's also an app for iOS which looks a little bit different, but here the most important thing is of course the OK Google button, and probably also Android Wear will be supported in the future, which will be awesome. If you have an Android Wear watch, you can just, like for example my LG G Watch R, maybe you can see it in the picture, maybe you can't, then of course that also has a microphone built in and can just be used for searching on your TV. So let's continue the gameplay by just hitting here the X button, and then let's not die here. This is connected via Bluetooth. You can use your standard PlayStation controller. Also, I'm not sure if the Xbox controller works. I don't think that's a Bluetooth controller. Let's hit a little bit more nitro and let's fly. Yeah. Oops. I hit the air. Luckily I have more nitro, so we already finishing up here with our Android TV first hands-on for the Sony Bravia 4K 2015 model. Thank you much for tuning in. Don't forget to subscribe. My name is Balazs, and till next time, peace out and again.